We return once again to the Yandering Lands to take care of the Morthagi. Oh, I love this chapter's layout. This is a great layout. I love it when there's mountain ranges across the entire thing. At least there's a pass here. Alright, so we've got enough people. Actually, we've got enough people to recruit someone, don't we? Are we even offered a recruit in this chapter? That's a town, that's a town. Yeah, there's a recruit over here. Okay, so let's put together... Got 7. Ooh, an opportunity. One of the stories Romion used to tell described a place he went as a kid. Oh, Romion with the endless yarns. Said it was his chapel, a wild place, always tousled in pleasant breeze and odor. Sounds like your kind of place. I don't expect to find the pristine, weather-blessed garden that his stories painted. You know how old Romion was, capable of believing anything. But we owe it to him to make the journey, or I do. For the many ways he helped me. You have the... His ashes are in an urn. It's in my pack. Never knew how much the old guy meant to you. I liked him, though. His treasure hunter stories. Good weather to make good time. Their quest to inter the ashes of a friend and elder goes mostly unhindered until they reach the woods. Oh, Cathethian, look there. The river curls blue like a coil of hair down the coal-colored cheek of the mountain. Ancient pilgrims wander its winding course, the trees. You really do seem different these days. I'm just remembering how old Romion used to tell it. Those are his words. This looks like the place. They descend into the woods that grow more thickly than expected. A symphony of echoing birdsong greets them and never ceases. His words or not, it sounds like they stuck with you. Sure. The thing is, I was born with fire in me. It served me well, helped me live through some things. But living through means you're carrying something on. A lot of darkness, death. Romion, blood... Again with the names. Romion, at least last episode was somewhat okay. Romion Bloodgrail was so much older. And yet the hope and human fondness in his eyes, I think it kept me from sinking. Hold up, Cathethian, there's Draven. They've been stalking us for some time. It's not many of them, for what I can tell. Where to bury Romion? Who knows? Maybe they're on a similar errand. Let's just ignore them. They ain't evil. Hello, Drav. Are you there? That's not ignoring them exactly. We wish only to honor our dead. Please let us pass. We'll bury his ashes by the river and we'll go. Drav? If you don't answer me, I'll assume you're letting us pass. Cathethian. You really think they can understand you? Why not? If I was a Drav, knowing human speak would be a useful skill. Luckily, or by some deeper influence, Cathethian and Shauna made it to the river without incident. Neat. Close to the riverbank, they spill Romion's ashes in a pit they've dug and lined with smoothened stones. Refilling it with earth, they slide a stone marker into the spot they chose, and stand in greenish shadows and slanting light. You remember any of his old stories? Romion's? Yes. So will you share one? Nope. Romion was right, though. This place, it's a softer light to see your life by. We start to think our own troubles are so important, but there are amazing riverbanks, birdsong, beautiful places, things, people, and creatures too. I'm glad we went. And I'm glad we went together. Neat, okay. Definitely upgrade vigilance. Shiny. I wonder if they'd obey me. As if you didn't have enough attention on your... If you didn't have enough on your plate, now the crows need your attention too. That one seems to have a lot to say. Can you make out any of it? Almost. Shiny? Shiny, probably. That bird and I would have a lot to talk about. Sure, I'd love something shiny, thank you. The crow gurgles and hops forward, then flies off. The whole group seems rather riled up. Any discussion among crows is lively. I've met whole families like that. When the crow returns... Didn't think that would work. Better than the thanks we get from most humans. It's not any kind of recognizable. Nobody would accept this as currency. It may be useless to me as it is to you, friend. Thank you, though. It's nice. The crows bobble amongst themselves, then unfurl into the sky, leaving the thrush bandits once again in the silence that looms before battle. Okay, who gets it? Literally everybody has a talisman. Okay. Let's give it to Genric. Genric Flourish. It doesn't do anything, but it does open up another event down the line, so I'm gonna keep it. So he's gonna be a bit less accurate in the meantime. Take care of him early because he has a ranged attack, so he's not going to just stroll into range. The Spectic might, though. And so he does. I don't think they'll try to attack her while she's adjacent, so we can do that. If they do, we can knock out one of them. They try to stay away from you, so. Ooh. Oh, no. Okay, you're shadowed, right? Yes, you can move through scenery. That means this is a flank. We get a point back. And we take out the Wildling before it does anything. Good. Oh, does he finally get to do something? Watch, he misses. No, okay. If you say it's gonna happen, it doesn't happen. Let's upgrade Humanist. Might as well. Why not? Want me to grab you one of those bones for the road? Might be nice to have something to chew on. Ah, the Butler. The terror of all flame-related builds. But luckily, I don't have any flame-related builds, so fine. Almost a Badgerhove Glade, aren't we? Let me check my eyeball. My eyeball says if we climb that rock hill, it'll be able to tell us more. Oh, that was steeper than it needed to be. Quite a view, though, I'll say that. Top of the highest hill. Ooh, something's... Genric, this isn't safe. Oh, eyeball, you've done it again. I just hate when he talks to his eyeball. You know, if the egg is that big, you can only imagine how big the bird's gonna be, and I don't want to make that bird mad, so let it be. Let's head down. Oh, eyeball, stay your sultan floods. They pick their way down, and not a moment too soon. Yeah, it's a big old bird, all right. Up in the nest, the mother eagle lights for a moment, but does not settle. Oh, she's massive. Definitely a crag eagle. It's coming this way. Whew, invigorating, right? Helmia, you alright? Ruffled is all, but I'm okay. You? She's back on her nest. Gave us a little warning swoosh. First time I've seen one of those in person. Wish we had a souvenir? Some health. He's already got health. It's just an ordinary health augment. Everybody's got one. Oh my god. So many necklaces this campaign. Look at all the speed she's got. Zoom. I actually think the Weldling is more dangerous. Now he's gotta attack me, but that doesn't mean he can't AoE others. So we just gotta make sure we don't end up next to him. Just gotta leave him alone to die and all that. Just whittle down the weldling that it also be good. That's a very interesting move he just made. I guess he is too wide, so he can't really do a whole lot else. Oh, you didn't even use the flames. Okay. Gonna relocate down here. Knock some health off of you. Gonna have you relocate to here. Engage you. Get some health, that's good. Build up calcify. Then I'm kind of just gonna move up here and hope they attack. Because they ain't getting through that. That's a lot of armor right there. That's what you get. Oh, he even blocked it, huh? That's what you get from Mage Plate. Okay. A little health off of you. And we can move around, engage. Honestly, I think getting rid of you is going to be the better option. Bonk. Stabs make decent melee weapons. They have decent damage. Still less than a spear, but they have the reach of a spear and the block of a sword, so they're actually pretty good in terms of weapons to actually bonk people with instead of just using as spell augments. A lot of doubles in this combat. They're getting bigger. Man, they really do not want to attack Helmia. I guess they understand that it's a futile measure. Good stunt, good stunt. Because, you know, she's got... How much armor does she have? 10 armor? That's a lot of armor. I don't think any of these guys can do 11 damage. What do you do currently? You just have engage, yeah. You've also got some potency. Does engage scale with potency? Because spell touch gives him -1 bonus damage but +2 potency. So he deals less damage with the sword, but he'll deal more damage with almost anything else. He's also got more recovery rate. The range is, yeah, engage's range is flat scales with potency. Shield shear, shred plus half potency. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade engage. More armor so he can survive better. Ooh, this is a one from the Moment Road. A spear applies poison. You know, applies poison to the target and 3 other nearby enemies. I'm gonna give that to Genric, I think, because they're all gonna bunch up around him. Oh, more potency. Okay. Get Devisa up to par, because she's going to be lagging behind a little bit until we can get her some items. And levels. Levels are also important. Might get some more wood for the fire. You going to be up longer? Genric's already turning in. Really? Hadn't heard the snores yet. Give it time. Anyway, want company? Don't feel obliged. A father learns to love a few quiet moments at the day's end. He says to what I believe is his own daughter. Yeah, he says to his own daughter. Oof. Oh man. And she doesn't comment on it at all. More wood. Oh, thanks. The fire wriggles through the fresh wood, happy as a mud dog. Helmer's eyes grow tired. He begins to see things. Flickerings of Morthagi. Some Morthagi have a taste for fire. Others swill acid. Others suck remnants of life from bones. Chewing through fuel, turning it into deeds. We're not much different in that way. The fire cricks agreement. Does it all end in ash? Helmer suddenly realizes he has no idea how much time has passed. Morthagi on the brain tonight. And rightly so, it turns out. Tickings and clickings blow in through the pines. Helmia, Genric. Bleary eyes strain to see beyond the dying light. We get a Morthagi calamity removed, which is why I picked that option, because removing Morthagi calamities is going to go a long way towards making our power greater. Because every Morthagi calamity we remove is another calamity that has to be added back before we get to the really nasty stuff. So not only does it make them weaker in the short term, it prevents them from getting as strong in the long term. Anyway... Not a lot of stone in this map. There's that, but it's already out of range. Alright, I gotta pull her back then. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff up here. Yeah, that's why butlers are so dangerous. Sweep the floor and bone stitch just makes everything so survivable. Man. Helmer is too tanky. He's too tanky for not being quite tanky. He's tanky in the wrong way, I guess, is what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see here. Start off by engaging them both again. I get them both because of the upgrade that gets me the AoE. So I can stab at one of them. Oh, right, there's another butler. I'm just going to go ahead and rock shield you, because I have a suspicion you're going to take a bit of damage. There we go. Yep. At least no damage yet, but... Oh, no damage at all, as it turns out. Too much armor. Alright, now's a good time for Fox Flight, I guess. So she gets 2 free dodges. Oh, not like that, but, you know what I meant. And that should, yes, poison the Watchman. Only 1 poison, but it's still poison. Any poison is good poison. That's gonna wear away at his health. Gonna give him a little help here. Still dead. Discus. Oh man, okay, whatever. Helmer can handle it. He's got like 20 HP. Man, this thing's got a lot of health. Been using that one scenery all combat. The last of the orange light sinks into its embers. Helmer remembers his earlier reveries and tucks them away. The next day they scour Helmer Rock Tinkerings. Scraped up but empty. Maybe they all smelled us last night and came running. Was feeling a little overripe myself. Anyway, a lot of work to be done. The Woodland Seer has cancelled an incursion. Kinda missed the glory and the loot, but not the danger. Yay! Oh yeah, we that was our first incursion since Rabquin went to be the Woodland Seer. And it got cancelled. Neat. That axe, man, it's just too powerful. Let's just make way. Because that does damage everybody. Oh, it's gone. Only lasts one turn, I guess. Maybe it was just too far away. Get into position with fly. You're likely to ranged attack through it. Then we can throw another ambush up here. Gosh, she's hitting real hard. Ooh. You want this one? Will you also dodge this one? Nope, you will not. That's it. Okay. Quick and easy. Doesn't really matter because she's retiring at the end of the chapter. Only one fight left for her. Definitely want to make sure you don't accidentally get mauled, because that has been known to happen to my tank mystics. Happy endings and sunshine for all of them, I hope. As for me, someone has to get her hands dirty. Oh. Oh. I'm not even furious to see you. I'm elated, in fact. Positively elated. So you think you're just going to slip away in the night and no one's going to notice? No one's going to be just a little suspicious? In the middle of the night? Yes. Well, I find myself unable to sleep. You want to come with me? Or do you have something to hide? No, fine, come along. Bring a friend if you wish. I'm only warning you. This might get dark. I think she might not retire at the end of this chapter if we complete this and it updates properly, because sometimes it takes a bit to update. Potency for you, I guess. Got some Thrixel to murder. The one Thrixel encounter in this chapter, I'll bet. I'm just gonna I realize I put 3 of my tanky heroes in the same party, which is an interesting tactical decision. Okay, that Shadow Spirit's really making a run for it, aren't they? Helmer can go get it. Nope. Didn't do as much as I thought it would. This will do it, but there we go. Meanwhile, you... I don't like those odds. I'm just gonna do that. Aw, man. Dream Trap. That's a lot of enemies. Good stunt. Good stunt. Bonk. You're literally immortal right now, so I might as well just leave you there. Get me that legacy point. Bards are super annoying because they make the Thrixls stronger and then they're harder to kill. Or they make the Thrusks stronger and then the Thrusks are a lot harder to kill than they normally are, which is not very hard at all. Bonk. Alright, we're done. Stunt chance. I'm actually gonna give that to Jenric because his stunts have the poison thing. Alright, now what I'm gonna do... It's Lobo and Shauna. We're gonna send those four down to that tile. And these two are gonna go up to this tile. So that we don't risk getting ambushed. Probably an unnecessary optimization, but you know. Also, good lord, could they not have gone around? There do appear... There appear to be tracks of some kind, though can't tell how old. Draven, you potentially in trouble? Maybe Davisa can say. I'm not much of a tracker. Rocky hills drift like huge buffalo, crossing the wide flatlands that characterize the region. Once there was a village here, now only shadows, dust, and fir trees. Something's crying. Shh. That come from your side? A keening sound. Probably not a threat to us, right? Doesn't sound huge. Yeah. Here, I'll go first. Animals love me. Helmer slips quiet through the fragrant spring trees. He's led by the dried-out, raspy wail of a wounded thing that's well past hope. And so he happens upon it, who is by blood and story its foe. The small Draven male crouches by tumbled stones, injured. He slung himself down with his burdens. Attending to nothing in the world, he sings his pain. Little Drav? Something broken? I know, but calm down. You're fortunate. I'm a lucky man to meet out here. Raugya. Gwashik. Oh, come on, I'm not so bad, am I? The droveling bellows as loud as it can, failing to rattle the branches or even bend the grass. No heeding thing would quail. Commend you for being brave, but you're in some pain, it looks like. Dad, did you... Drov spawn? Child is what he looks like to me. Bigger than a hatchling, but not by much. Honestly cuter than I would have thought. You planning to make it back to camp with any light? Not long left. I'm certainly planning to. Jenric is by himself back there. The young Drov cowers, but can't go far. Will he even last till sunrise? The sun sinks and a chill seeps off the dead stones. Life is hard. We all have hard lives. Can't change that. Everyone solves their own problems. Someone should stay here for the night. I don't want to have dark dreams about what I could have done and didn't. It's a risk, though. Yeah. I'll get through, wear him down if nothing else. You two eat a big meal and record the day for me. The survey book's in my big bag, in the tent, probably in the little thing on the side, the pocket. Well, if I'm doing your work, I'm eating your plums. Sure. It's all about the plums. A few more furrows of the brow, a few more breaths, and the plan is set. Helmia and Davisa take the trail towards camp together. And as the colors deepen, Helmru sets to work. Not a clear night we've got coming, little one. Not a warm night either. Scant stars sprout as twilight turns to dark. The silent moon is dragged past in a tangle of clouds. But yeah, it's weird with my daughter. Got that side to her, doesn't she? I do try and laugh it off, and it mostly works, most of the time. And generosity's not everything, you know. Showing your heart to everyone, or whatever. There's a reason to be the way she is, for sure, I'll admit that. And honestly, there's a lot about her that I truly admire. But anyway, you don't have to tell anyone that. In fact, you can't, can you? Helmia and Davisa come after dawn, Genric in tow, and find Helmru unarmed, but alone. It's a strange account he gives. With the help of some food and water, he was able to establish trust. Eventually, he got close enough to have a look at the draw's ill-hanging shoulder. Setting it was then the task of a hard and harrowing moment. But I was finishing up when the child actually alerted me. There were shapes in the dark, large shapes. Draven? So they could have probably gotten you, is what you mean. Maybe, but this was a search party. They weren't the ones we were tracking yesterday. These were the serious kind, so things could have gotten bad. They'd even laid a folded cloak at the fire's edge, gesturing to it. So I can only think they came searching for the child. And for me. They left an acknowledgement, let's call it. It's a little incredible. I mean, it's a lot to believe, but here you are, so wow. Pretty dumb. I mean, right? We gave them back a little someday soldier, and they left a warrior alive who... All we do is kill each other. Am I wrong? Doesn't it not make sense? History in its grand course is not alerted then. Bitter years will pile after. But the tale is pleasant on the ears, and indoors, when the rain comes, they'll want to hear about it. Helmru's stubborn kindness and the grace of the Draven answer. What? Am I wrong? It's a little charisma. And the Drav-spun cloak. Armor and warding. Armor and warding, huh? Genric has no warding right now. He needs warding. I bet they didn't go around because at the time this was a combat. Okay, gotta patrol this. I figured it out. I don't know if I encountered this in the last campaign I recorded, but you need to actually clear the infestation off the tile before you can build a station there. So there's an infestation here. It's from this tile, I believe, or maybe somewhere. It's from somewhere. I don't know. No, it seems to have just been on that tile. I guess the infestation started here, but since it was not a combat, it didn't get clear. But either way, you need to patrol the infestation off the tile to actually be able to, be able to clear a station here. So, what do I need? I need more fabric. Good lord, I need way more fabric. Might as well snatch up everybody.